Recently, I made a video, 3 high growth penny stocks with potential. I have already made videos on OneSoft Solutions and Grey Wolf Animal Health. I will link down below to those videos in the pinned comment. But today, it's the last stock on this list and the best performing one of the group. BQE Water is up 27% on the month, 33% in 2024, 536% in 5 years. Is there more growth to come? Shareholders have made money, but can it continue to go up in share price? Today, I introduce you to the company, the stock, the earnings, everything you need to know about BQE Water. Let's get started. My name is Cameron. This is Common Sense Investing. Let's find a great penny stock. BQE Water is interesting to me thanks to another company that's also performed very well, Enterprise Group. And these are what I like to call sideways plays. So I don't cover a lot of oil and gas stocks on this channel. However, Enterprise Group is my number 4 pick for this year. And they rent out equipment and infrastructure to oil and gas companies. So I can invest in the oil and gas industry without investing in an oil and gas stock. And that's where I start to get excited about this stock, because if you're bullish on mining, but you don't really have the time or want to sort through the hundreds of junior miners out there that may or may not strike it rich, you can invest in a play in a company like BQE Water, who is providing smart mine water management. If you think that mining is going to take off, but you don't know which company is actually going to be the biggest winner in this industry, you have a company here that is applying to basically contract out and make money from all the mines out there. I like that. So they give access to cheap water for mining production because they're recycling the water. It also helps meet permitting and regulatory compliance because of all the stricter policies, especially like Canada right now is crazy, right? BQE can help a mine get more approvals. And then finally, again, mentioning ESG, they are water stewards, not polluters. So you can actually invest in the mining industry and feel good about yourself. It's a good pitch. I always say, let the company be the ones to try to convince you to invest in them. And this is pretty convincing as long as the numbers look good. A bit of marketing with some pictures to again show you what they do, talking about cost-effective compliance so you can get approval from regulators, managing and mitigating risks, which is treating wastewater, and then customized solutions for different clients. Starting to introduce some numbers, not really investing numbers yet, but some industry numbers. 30 treatment plants designed and built globally so far, how they can basically help recover metal. These aren't quite the numbers that I'm looking for yet, but it's a good introduction to this company. The numbers I'm looking for, of course, is number 1, share price. I mean, forget everything else. If share price is going up, investors are happy. BQE Water on my OG video on them was at $33. Remember that. And at that point, February 6th, Atrium Research is providing research coverage on BQE Water. I want to go take a look at that. Because the company slide, the numbers that the company is giving us on their investor deck looks pretty appealing. We might need to take a look and see if this is real, because they're saying their recurring revenue 4x'd in 5 years, their market cap 4x'd in 5 years. Their proportional revenue is going up as their recurring revenue is going up, as their working capital is going up. I mean, what's to complain about here? Everything's going up exceptionally well. Fantastic for shareholders that invested in 2019. Now, is there still, hope for the future? If you're researching this stock today, is this trend going to continue? Atrium Research is saying yes, they are initiating coverage. They're giving BQE Water stock a buy rating and a $55 price target. They're saying that recurring revenue is growing as a percentage of total revenue, making the business more predictable and stable. They have major tailwinds in the industry. Margins have been improving, and they're still undervalued. Let's go look at their report a little more closely. Their investment thesis, number 1, revolves around their recurring revenue. So it's 30% right now of their proportional revenue. That is up from 13% historically back in 2020. And they're banking on it being 44% of proportional revenue in 2025. So again, stable recurring revenue. And again, remember, according to their slide, as their recurring revenue is going up 4 times, so do their market cap. Tailwinds in environmental regulations and mining. So, again, if you're bullish in the mining industry and you understand that that's probably only going to happen if you meet the regulators' approvals, and those approvals are getting harder to get, then there's a good reason for more companies, more contracts for BQE Water to get the approvals because BQE meets a lot of the strict environmental and regulatory requirements. Atrium is saying that BQE is asset light because the clients pay for the capex required for the water management plants. As such, they see steadily increasing EBITDA and increasing margins, continued upward trend in profitability. Finally, BQE has a unique IP that protects and drives growth. So companies are encouraged because of their IP to hire BQE Water. It's driving continued revenue, not just recurring revenue, but the proportional total revenue. They also have a clean balance sheet and capital structure, $6.7 million in cash, no interest-bearing debt, very low float. We'll go look at that in a minute. And of course, remember, this is not financial advice. The intention of my channel is to introduce you to a good company, maybe a good stock, and we have a conversation about it. That's the point. So today we're looking at BQE Water as well as Atrium's research and Atrium's opinion of BQE Water. Thank you very much. And Atrium is saying that BQE Water is a value stock in a high multiple industry. So they're basically saying they're undervalued, and they list a few catalysts here. I'm not going to read it out. You could pause here, you could read it, or again, go look at the report in full. It's pretty bullish for BQE Water. And just looking at one slide with a couple numbers, nice growth, and not just that, but net income growth, right? So this is a profitable growing microcap stock. This is what everybody is looking for. End of the day, again, introductory video. Go do your own research. But what do I think of BQE Water? What are the risks of investing in this company? What are the rewards of investing in this company? The rewards are easy. This is it, right? If you're bullish on mining, if you think mining improves, if you're a lithium person, if you're looking at battery metals, if you're looking for all these junior miners and you think that mining is just going to take off in the next decade, 10, 20, 30 years, whatever it is, if you're bullish on mining, you should probably be bullish on BQE Water. The growth, the net income growth, a small company with a huge total addressable market. And then just to add that in for potential, another catalyst here is potential acquisition. So last year I covered H2O Innovations. It was another water company. It got bought out for a very nice valuation. So there's really just a lot to like here with BQE Water. This company is good on a lot of levels. And much harder to find than rewards for BQE is risks. Basically, the only risk that I could find with this company is their exposure to China, right? A lot of Chinese sales of recovered metals, operational support fees. If something happens and they just lose all their Chinese operations and revenue, of course, that's going to be a problem for this company. But overall, really good company, potentially a really good stock moving forward. I'm putting this high up on my top stocks list. And of course, if you're on the Twitterverse, if you're on X, this is the account that actually introduced me to BQE Water way back at $33, and they were covering it well before $33. So really good company, really good stock. Give this gentleman a follow. And again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time. Come back someday to find another great penny stock.